Hello, I'm Josephine Musango. Welcome to System Dynamics Simplified. Today, I'm very excited to have a conversation with you about how do you respond when you are faced with real-world challenges. A good example of such challenge is the coronavirus pandemic, which we are facing globally. It's affecting our nations, economies, businesses, workplaces, household, and even at individual level. So the question is, how do you respond when you are faced with such challenges? I do not claim to have all the answers. However, what I can share with you is the different levels of thinking that can enable you to identify whether you are being adaptive or reactive when you are faced with such challenges. So, getting into the levels of thinking, there are four levels of thinking. The first level is events. This is our day-to-day occurrences where we get an understanding of what happened, where, when, who was involved. We've been hearing on the news what are the daily new coronavirus cases, where they are happening, in which countries, and so forth. These are events, they are a tip of an iceberg of what the whole situation is about. The second level of thinking is patterns. This is accumulated memories of events. It is where we understand the historical development of events. Through understanding the patterns, we identify where significant changes began to happen. For example, we've been observing the trends of coronavirus spread and when it was declared pandemic. That level of thinking, which is a deeper level and we rarely hear it discussed in the news, is the structure, which is how our systems are organized and how they are affecting the patterns and events we observe. For example, our sociocultural structures may be affecting the coronavirus spread. Our world is interconnected. We travel so much. We move from one continent to the next within 24 hours. Our workplaces are organized in such a way that they are office-based and so forth. The question then is, how do we organize our structures to observe the patterns and events that we desire to see? The final level, even much more deeper, which rarely comes to the fore, is mental models. The mental models are our belief systems about how our world works. This is based on our experiences, exposure, and assumptions. If we can uncover our belief systems, map them, and change them, then we are able to design our structures in a way that we observe the patterns and events we want to see. So, how do you know if you are adaptive or reactive based on the levels of thinking? If you focus mainly on the events, you tend to be more reactive. If you focus on the patterns, you become adaptive and understanding the issues. If you get deeper into the structure and uncover your mental models, you not only become adaptive, but you also become generative to deal with real-world challenges in a creative manner. I believe that the levels of thinking presented in this video challenges you to reflect on how you respond when you are faced with real-world challenges. And remember, subscribe to System Dynamics Simplified channel so that you don't miss when new videos are released. Thank you for watching this video.